Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Brad Redekop, and I am the Conservative Member of Parliament from Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, which is out in the west. Thank you so much for your gracious invitation to join you today here at the 7th International Rangzin Conference here in Toronto. It's an honor to be here among such dedicated advocates for Tibetan self-determination and human rights. And welcome to my colleagues and my honorable members of parliament from Tibet and all distinguished guests who are here today. It's an honor to be here with you. Unfortunately, my colleague, the member of parliament for Sherwood Park, Fort Saskatchewan, our shadow minister for international development, Garnet Jennis, was not able to be here today. But as the Conservative member of parliament for Saskatoon, it is my privilege to be here and stand before you. I extend my sincere appreciation to Lobsang Kadep, President of the International Rangzin Conference 2024 Organizing Committee, and Yungdung Tenzin for their tireless efforts in organizing this gathering. Your commitment to advancing the cause of Tibet is truly commendable. Why don't we give all the organizers a hand? I know it's a lot of work to do this, so let's give them a hand. I also want to say that when you folks sang your national anthem this morning, it was very inspiring to me. It's always very clear to me when I'm in a room of people who are from a country that is struggling for their where their homeland is under duress. And you folks this morning, you sang with such enthusiasm and such joy and such vigor. I really appreciated that, and it inspired me today. So thank you so much for your pride in your country. So today we convene at a critical juncture in history, where Tibet's struggle continues to resonate globally. The People's Republic of China's occupation of Tibet since 1951 has not only challenged Tibet's historical sovereignty, but has also infringed upon the fundamental human rights and cultural freedoms of the Tibetan people. CCP policies have systematically suppressed Tibetan culture, religion, and identity, attempting to assimilate Tibetans. The world has witnessed attempts to distinguish Tibetan language education, suppress religious practices, and restrict cultural celebrations, a grave assault on the very essence of Tibetan heritage. As representatives of the Canadian people, we cannot ignore the moral imperative to stand with Tibetans. The Conservative Party of Canada recognizes the importance of robust advocacy for Tibet within Parliament. Conferences like this International Rangzin Conference serve as vital platforms for raising awareness and galvanizing global solidarity. They provide a forum for policymakers and activists and scholars to strategize and coordinate efforts to support Tibetans' rightful autonomy. Our participation here today underscores our commitment to amplifying Tibetan voices and advocating for their cause with unwavering resolve. We must foster greater awareness among Canadians about Tibet's historical struggles and current challenges. Education and public awareness are key in mobilizing support for Tibet's right to self-determination and in countering misinformation propagated by those who seek to silence Tibetan voices. As we look ahead to the outcomes of this conference, the Conservative Party stands ready to contribute constructively to the fight for justice. Together, we can advance international understanding of Tibet's plight and strengthen global efforts to uphold its cultural heritage and human rights. In this Parliament alone, in Canada, we have seen major steps forward in terms of Canada's position on Tibet, driven by motions put forward from opposition Conservatives. My colleague, MP Jennis's motion to call for dialogue between Tibetan representatives and the CCP with a view to enabling Tibet to exercise genuine autonomy, which passed in December of 2022, was a seminal recognition of Tibet's right to self-determination. Our persistent advocacy on the problem of foreign interference in Canadian democracy has also finally led to major legislative changes. And this adds to the record of Conservative accomplishments in government when we gave the Dalai Lama honorary Canadian citizenship and welcomed many Tibetan refugees who have played a crucial role catalyzing greater public awareness and a stronger response to the Tibetan struggle. In closing, let us reaffirm our commitment to faith, family, and freedom for all people. The Conservative Party of Canada stands shoulder to shoulder with Tibetans in their quest for a future where their rights are respected and their identity is cherished. Thank you once again for the opportunity to address you here today. And I'm sorry that I can't stay for the whole conference. I have to leave for another event. But may this conference be a beacon of hope and solidarity for Tibet and its people. Thank you so much.